everyone, good evening. I hope you're all well and had a lovely weekend. Just so you know, those of you that know me, I cut all my hair off. I cut like this much off and I donated it to charity. Whee! It feels really weird though to have so much freeness around my head. It feels really light, like I've lost a couple of kilos. So forgive me if I play with my hair during a session, it's all new to me, this length. I'm going to show you what the flow looks like first, so you don't get confused when we go into it. Mandala sequences are always moving around the mat, so sometimes you'll be facing to the back, sometimes to the sides. I'll try to keep it as easy as possible in the cueing that I give you, and try to keep nice and clear. So we're going to start off at some point in downward facing dog, not just yet, I'm just going to show you the flow. We're going to lift one leg up towards the ceiling, and we're going to twist, take that knee over towards the opposite side. So we're working with the core with fire this evening. Right leg lifts up, and then you're going to step that leg in between the hands. Then you're going to come up into a high lunge. Then you're going to rotate towards the right side. Then you're going to come into a twisted reverse warrior. So that right hand is going to go to the back of the left thigh. Left arm is going to lift up. And then you're going to take it out into your warrior two. Then you're going to lengthen the right leg and turn the right toes in. Then we're going to face the back, left toes turn out, lunge into the left leg. Then you're going to windmill the arms down to frame the back foot. Left arm is going to lift up towards the ceiling for a twist. Taking the hand down, stepping the foot back, taking it through your vinyasa flow, coming through either up dog or baby cobra, then back into your downward facing dog. And that is the flow sequence, and we'll be spicing it up a little bit and adding a few little bits on. So if you've got a brick or anything that's a brick height, grab that now. That's the only thing you might need, everything else you should be okay with. And just place it to the right hand side of the top of your mat. So coming to lie down on the back now, we're going to take the feet as wide as the mat. Then you're going to let both knees drop over towards the left side. So keeping the feet exactly as they are and just letting the knees drop over. You're going to let your arms rest beside the body and take a nice deep breath in and a long slow breath out. Letting your body and mind settle into the space that is your yoga practice, movement for your body. As always, we start our mandala sessions with some yin. So find stillness, find space, and let your body just feel really heavy, no effort. So the fire element is building strength in the core through twists and building fire and heat in the body. So we're going to try to rekindle that little bit of spark that we've got inside the body. Let's gently bring both knees back through center and then take it over to the right side. So both feet still as wide as the mat. A very gentle twist to start off with. Arms resting beside the body. Stretching out the front of the hips and into the belly. And starting to feel your breath get a little bit slower as the body calms. If you come into stillness, you're naturally going to have a slower breath. But can you slow it down even more now with a little bit of control? Like the breath is moving through your body in slow-mo. So like I said before, rekindling that spark. I don't know if you're like me at the moment, my spark feels a little bit lost. The energy of staying at home and not seeing friends and family can take its toll. So we're going to spark, ignite a little bit of heat and fire in the belly. Find back our energy and passion. Letting this be your last breath here. And then gently drawing knees back. Bring both knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, then draw your nose up towards your knees, give yourself a squeeze. Then take your hands behind your thighs and start to rock the body forwards and back. Keeping the spine really curved, keeping the core nice and tight. Giving yourself a little bit of a massage. And then you're going to come to cross-legged with the right leg in front, facing towards the front of your mat. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. So we're going to start off with the hands at heart center. Just have the legs crossed as they feel comfortable. If sitting cross-legged doesn't feel comfortable, feel free to sit on the heels instead. Bringing the hands to heart center, I just want you to find a neutral and long spine. Feeling the core draw in towards the spine, so the core and the navel draws back and towards the spine, almost feeling like it wants to lift up towards the back of your rib cage. And as you do that, as you engage through the core, you might even feel the sides of your body lengthen. Then let your shoulders relax down if they've sort of made their way up towards your ears. Take a deep breath in, feel the belly. And as you exhale, I want you to rotate towards the right side, but try to keep your hip bones pointing forwards. Take another inhale. Exhale to see if you can rotate just a little bit more. Again, trying to keep your hip bones pointing forward. So you can have a little check down to check that they're not coming with you over to one side. Another breath in. Exhale to rotate. So this is what I want you to feel when you come into your twists here, this engagement through the core. You'll feel it in your right oblique as well. Take another breath in. Exhale, let's bring it back through center. Inhale here. Exhale, take a rotation towards the left side. Notice if this feels a little bit more juicy, more twisty, whether it feels a little bit more stuck. Take another breath in. Exhale to see if you can rotate just a little more. Navel still drawing back. Both your hip bones pointing forwards. Another breath in. Exhale, another rotation as far as you can go. Really engaging through the core. Another breath in. And exhale, bring it back through center. Reach your fingertips forwards, engage the core, bring the weight onto your sit bones, bring your knees in towards your chest, breathe. Little boat pose, maybe you can start to extend the legs. And then you're crossing the left leg over the right. Coming into cross-legged the other way, so left leg in front, hands come to heart center. Just doing that once more again each side. So we're going to go with the left side to start off with. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate a little bit more. It might be a small movement, it might be a big movement, but I want you to feel that connection through your core. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can rotate just a little bit more. Take another breath in. Exhale to bring it back through center. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Inhale here. Exhale, use your core to rotate to the right side. Inhale. Exhale, rotate a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale just a little bit more. Take another breath in. And exhale, bring it back through center. Well done. So reaching the fingertips forwards now, bringing the knees in towards the chest again, coming into your boat pose. If you want to, maybe starting to extend the legs, but don't push it too hard too soon. Then cross the legs over, take the hands out in front, bring yourself to a tabletop. Tuck your toes and hover your knees just a couple of inches away from the ground. Feel your spine lengthen, feel your hands press down, slightly dome through the upper back, but keep the tailbone reaching towards the back of your room or the back of your mat. Take another breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, almost like they're filled with helium, so they just float up. Then you let your head relax and you can keep your knees quite generously bent for this first round. Connect into your breath and connect into how your down dog feels. You might want to move around it, you might want to stay exactly where you are. Just listen to your body and notice what's happening for you right now. If you've got a new dry breath in your practice, now's the time to engage a new dry breath. Deep breath in and audible exhale out. And let that be your signal, if you can't hear your breath, that you've either stopped breathing, either you're holding your breath or your breath isn't long enough. Let's keep the breath moving fluidly. Look forward towards the fingertips. Bend the knees and step or jump or just walk the feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, halfway lift flat back. Exhale to fold the body forwards. Inhale to use your core to bring the arms all the way up, reach high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take your arms down beside the body. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Let the palms meet right at the edge of the breath before you exhale, fold forwards and let it out. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, flat back. Either fingertips to the floor or hands to the shins. Plant the palms, step right foot to the back of the mat, left foot joins. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your glutes, and as you exhale, lower knees and then chest to the ground. Chest meets the floor first. Then you inhale to lift the chest forwards into baby cobra. Exhale to take it back and up into your down dog. And that's your modified vinyasa flow. Always go to a modified variation if you start to feel like you're losing your breath or you start to feel any pain in your shoulders or wrists. Next, inhale, look forward, step or jump or just lightly walk the feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold the body forwards. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to standing, reaching high. Exhale, folding straight away forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands down, left foot steps to the back of the mat, right foot joins. Take an inhale to feel your spine and legs lengthen. Exhale, either modified chaturanga or regular chaturanga if you're ready. Hovering at 90 degrees, then flipping over the toes, lifting the heart and chest high, keeping the core active, and exhale to take it all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. As you inhale, roll the shoulders over the wrists to find plank. From here, I'm just going to show you a side plank. So you're going to lower your right knee to the ground, turn your right toes out to the side, right hand to the middle of the mat, left arm lifts up. Whenever we come into full plank on the side, or a full side plank, if you feel like you're losing your breath or you feel like you're putting too much pressure in that wrist, then make sure you take the right knee to the floor so you're in this position. We'll go through side plank on the other side. So just lengthen up the right leg, left knee to the ground, left toes turn out to the side, right arm lifts up. So again, if you come into a side plank on this side, your wrist starts to feel funky, you take the knee down, make sure that you're protecting and being mindful of your body. Lovely guys, let's go up into our down facing dog now and we'll start the mandala flow. So let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale to sigh out the mouth. Next, inhale, the right heel lifts up towards the ceiling for a three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow and twist. Use the core. Inhale, right heel lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, use your core to step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale as you rise up into high lunge. As you exhale, rotate to the right side using the strength of the core that we found earlier. Inhale, the left arm lifts up, right hand onto back of left thigh. Exhale to unravel into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen your right leg and turn your right toes in. Exhale, turn your left toes out and lunge into the left leg. Take a deep breath in here, feel your arms lengthen. And as you exhale, take the hands down to frame the front foot. As you inhale, left arm lifts up to find a twist. Exhale, take left hand down, step left foot back using your core. Find plank and then take it through your chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to lift the heart high. And exhale to take the pelvis up and back. One breath here, let it in through the nose and out through the nose. Same thing again on the right side. Inhale, right heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow twist. Inhale, right heel lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, use your core, step right foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, rotate to the right side, belly draws in. Inhale, left arm lifts up, twisted reverse warrior. Exhale, take it out into your warrior two. Inhale, lengthen right leg, turn right toes in. Exhale, turn left toes out, lunge into the left leg. Take a deep breath in, feel spine lengthen. Exhale, take hands down to frame left foot. Inhale, left arm lifts up, find a twist. Exhale, take left hand down. Use core to step left foot back into plank or three-legged plank and take it through chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to press down through the tops of the feet into your up dog or baby cobra, and exhale to take it back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. You can either stay in down dog or walk your hands just a hand length back towards your feet. Just shortening your down dog, right hand goes over to left thigh, calf or ankle. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to look underneath your left armpit. Follow another breath. Still flowing now, taking the right hand back down to the floor, find your downward facing dog again. Inhale, the left heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow twist. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, use your core, step left foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, rotate to the left side, use your core. Inhale, right arm lifts up, twisted reverse warrior. Exhale, unravel into warrior 2. Take an inhale here, lengthen left leg, turn left toes in. Exhale, turn right toes out, lunge into the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, take hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, right arm lifts up, find your twist. Exhale, right hand to the floor, use your core, step right foot back to plank, chaturanga or knees, chest. Glutes are switched on as you come into your back bend. And the exhale takes you up and back into downward facing dog. 1 breath in. And 1 breath out. Next, inhale, left heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow twist. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, use your core to step left foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up into high lunge. Exhale, rotate to left side, use your core. Inhale, right arm lifts up, twisted reverse warrior. Exhale, unravel into warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen left leg, turn left toes in. Exhale, turn right toes out, lunge into the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, windmill the arms down to frame the front foot. Inhale, right arm lifts up to twist. Exhale, right hand comes down. Peel your right foot away from the floor. Maybe it goes into a three-legged plank. Take it through chaturanga or knees and chest. Keep active through the core and through the back muscles. And exhale to take it back into your downward facing dog. Either down dog or shortening your down dog to come into that twist again. Left hand goes over to right thigh, calf or ankle. Inhale, lengthen and exhale, look underneath your right armpit. Keep your navel drawing back and up. Follow another breath. And flowing the left hand back down to the floor. Look forward towards the fingertips, bend your knees and step or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthen through your spine, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, bend your knees, swoop your arms, Utkatasana chair pose. Hold here for 3 breaths, send your pelvis down, send your pelvis back, and make sure you can still see your toes beyond your knees. Arms can reach up, or if it feels really intense for your shoulders or your lower back, bring your hands to heart center. Let's start to build some fire through the legs, build strength through the quads, and press down through the heels to activate the backs of the legs. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, we're going to bring the right leg over the left. We're coming into eagle legs. So you can either just have the one cross, or you can double cross and wrap the foot around as well. From there, inner thighs squeeze together, lift the arms up with the inhale. As you exhale, trying to keep your hip bones pointing forwards like we did before, take a rotation towards the right side. Inhale to bring the arms up. Exhale to still try to keep your hips pointing forwards. This side's a little bit more tricky because the knees want to come with you, pointing towards the left. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Bring the right knee back into the chest, and as you exhale, we're going to send that right leg back into Warrior Three. 3 breaths here. Breathing into the standing leg. Right heel pressing back like it's trying to kick something away. Top of the head drawing forwards. Power through the standing leg. Another breath in. Exhale, take the right foot to the ground at the back of the mat. Take the hands to the floor. Use your core to step your left foot into plank. Take your right hand to the middle of the mat. Come onto the outside of your right foot and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling for your side plank. So remember, you can come into your supported side plank now if you want to. Taking a deep breath in, lift your left foot away from the ground. And as you exhale, see if you can step your left foot up to the top of the mat without taking your hand to the ground. Then right foot steps up to the top of the mat, lengthen through spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, bend the knees, swoop the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, melt the pelvis down just a little deeper. 3 breaths here. Remember, you can bring your hands to your heart center. You can keep your arms reaching up if you want to go deeper into the core. Press down through your heels, almost like you can lift your toes away from the ground. Relax your jaw, find that spark back in the belly. Another breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Left knee comes into chest and it wraps around the right leg. So again, you can go just one cross, or you can double cross the toes around the right shin. From here, you're taking the arms up with the inhale, inner thighs squeeze together. Exhale, rotate to the left side, try to keep the knees pointing forwards with the hip bones. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right side, don't let your knees come with you. Inhale, take the arms up. Lift the left knee high, exhale, float it back into your Warrior Three. 3 breaths here, keep the body strong. You're much stronger than you think. You can relax your jaw just a little and keep the power through the right leg. Slow breathing, calm your body down. Take another breath in. Exhale, left foot goes to the back of the mat, hands come down to frame right foot. Use your core to step your right foot back into plank. Left hand to the middle of the mat, turn onto the outside of your left foot. Right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Stay strong on that left hand. If you need to take your left knee down, please take it down. Keep your right fingertips reaching up. Then lift your right foot away from the left. And see if you can step your right foot up, to the top of the mat without using your hand. Left foot steps to join. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Take your hands down. If you're feeling super strong, come into your crow pose. If not, turn the toes out to the side, sink the hips down and come into your Malasana squat. So crow pose, if you're having a little go, hands are shoulder width apart, elbows drawing back and in as though you're coming into Chaturanga. Knees come up to the tops of the arms and you squeeze the knees in. Then you resist and you look forwards. Don't look down or back, otherwise your head, the weight of your head brings you too far forwards. Then maybe just have a go at bringing one foot away from the ground, then the other. Have a little balance. And if you're in your crow, you can either stay where you are, or you can have a little go at jumping back into your Chaturanga. Inhaling to lift up, if not, just step it back. And exhale to take it back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, ripple the shoulders over the wrists, finding plank. And exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips up. Keep that rippling flowing through the body. Move with the breath. If you feel like you need a rest, take your knees to the ground. Either come into child's pose, or you can come into puppy dog pose. I quite like this one because it gives you a little bit of a stretch out for your belly as well as decompressing the spine. So you've got another 2 breaths there, doing whatever feels more comfortable or more powerful or more sparky for you. Feel what in the body you need to ignite. Taking rest is always good if you need it, because it means you can be stronger when you come back into more movement. Let's come back into downward facing dog. Just take a moment to adjust, pedal out the feet again if you need to. Let's give yourself a little sway and a moment to just check in. And then finding stability through the hands, through your arms, through your core, down your legs and into your feet. Starting with the right leg again, just adding a few little bits on. The inhale lifts the right heel high. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. This time we're going to pause. You're going to take that right foot over to the left side of your mat. Come onto the inside of the left foot and lift the left arm high. Listen carefully now. So we're going to try to bring that right foot away from the ground. Don't worry if it doesn't. Then you're going to take that left hand to the ground, bend up your right knee, take the right foot around the left leg, then take your right foot to the left side of the mat to come into your wild thing. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, you're going to lower your pelvis to the ground. So now you're probably pointing towards the back of your mat. Inhale as you lift up, come high onto the ball of the right foot, reach the right fingertips towards the front of your mat. Exhale as you bring it back down. Once more like that. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale to bring it back down. The next inhale lifts you up. And you're going to try to step that right foot towards the top of the mat. Again, just using your core. You can take your hand to the floor if you need it. As you inhale, lift the arms up into high lunge. As you exhale, rotate towards the right side. You're really using your core to twist. Inhale, left arm lifts up to a twisted reverse warrior. Exhale, come out into your warrior two. Well done. So now we're going to come into our half moon pose. So that's what you might need your brick for. So if you usually use a brick, then grab your brick now, just as a sort of an extension to your arm. If you don't have a brick, don't worry, you can just balance through this. So you're going to bend into the right leg, press down through the right foot, and then start to lift that left leg up. Then you're going to start to take your right fingertips towards the ground. So the hand can either come all the way to the ground, you can bend into that right knee if you need to, or you can just be hovering. From here, you're going to take your left hand towards the ground, right arm is going to lift up, and you're going to come into your twisted half moon pose. So that left leg still stays lifted, and the left hip just starts to drop down. And you try to open that right arm up towards the ceiling as much as possible. Another breath in. Exhale, land that left foot to the back of the mat. Wings all the arms open and you're back into safety into warrior two. As you inhale, lengthen your right leg. Turn the right toes in. Exhale, turn the left toes out. Lunge into the left leg. Take a deep breath in, feel your lungs expand. Exhale, take the hands down to frame the front foot, the left foot. Left arm is going to lift up towards the ceiling for a twist. Exhale, take left hand down. Send left foot back into plank or three-legged plank and take it through your chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to lift the heart high. And exhale to take the pelvis up and back. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Right side again, right heel lifts up to three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow twist. Inhale, right heel lifts up to three-legged dog. Exhale, use your core to step right foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. This time we're holding here for 3 breaths. So you can let your pelvis sink just a little. Keep your arms lifted. Keep length through the spine and perhaps sending the right knee a little bit closer towards the right little toe. Let your breath slow down again. It's been quite a lot of rhythmic movement, so come into stillness again, find your breath. Another breath in. Exhale, rotate to the right side, and we're going to hold here for 3 breaths. So again, the right hip's trying to point forwards, but you're trying to rotate your rib cage towards the right side using your core. Gaze can be towards the back hand. Keep the breath long even though you're in a twist. Take another breath in. Exhale, you're going to take your right hand to the left thigh. Left arm is going to lift up and you're in a twisted reverse warrior. Ooh, so keep that right foot pressing down. Keep those left glutes switched on. Keep reaching up and back. Still breathing deeply. Last breath in. Exhale, unravel into your warrior 2, holding here for 3 breaths. Last breath in and out. Next inhale, lengthen your right leg. Turn your right toes in. We're going to hold it here this time. So take your hands onto your hips. Coming into Prasarita, inhale to lift the heart and chest. And as you exhale, slightly sticking your bum out, coming onto the balls of the feet. So the heels almost lift away from their floor, but they're still connected. Folding forwards and taking your hands towards the ground. If you're really far away from the ground, you can either bend your knees, or if you were using a brick, you can take the hands onto a brick to help the floor come up towards you. You're going to, from here, take your first 2 fingers around the big toes. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold even deeper. Drawing the elbows out to the side and making sure the shoulders don't come up to the ears, you're drawing them down the back. Last 2 breaths. Next inhale, lengthen. And the exhale walks the hands over to frame the left foot, facing back towards the back of the front of your mat. So from here, you're going to lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, coming into that twist. Then you're going to turn both sets of toes towards the left side of your mat. So you're coming onto the blades of both feet. You're going to press down through your right hand and take your left leg back to a side plank. Remember, you can take the right knee down to your supported side plank. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, left hand comes to the ground, then left elbow comes to the ground. You're going to turn onto the outside of your left foot and take your right arm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes to the ground, right forearm to the earth. Then you're going to walk your toes up towards your elbows to as far as you possibly can, as much as your hamstrings allow. If you've got any energy left, right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. We hold for 2 more breaths. If you've got a balance here, feel free to go for the balance, having a little play and a hop. And then when you're ready, bring it all the way down and come to rest in your child's pose. If you want instead your puppy dog pose, hands come towards the front 2 corners of your mat, your chest melts down, and you're going to hold here for another 3 breaths. Really letting the body rest and feeling that spark come back into your muscles, back into the body. Looking forward towards the fingertips, bring the body back up. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, the left heel lifts up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow, then just start to extend that left foot over to the right side of your mat. Come onto the inside of your right foot, the right arm lifts up. Then maybe starting to lift that left foot away from the ground. Keeping it lifted, right hand comes to the ground. Left foot goes around the right leg. You spin onto the outer right foot. Left foot goes to the right side of the mat. You lift up into your wild thing. As you exhale, you you lower your hips down to the ground. As you inhale, you lift it all the way back up. Exhale as you lower down really gently and slowly with control. Inhale, lift it back up. Make sure your glutes are helping you up there. Exhale, bring it back down. This is the last one. And inhale, bring it back up. From here, trying to step your left foot up to the top of the mat using just your core. Inhale, lift the arms high into high lunge. Exhale, rotate to the left side using your core. Inhale, right arm lifts up to your twisted reverse warrior. Exhale, unravel into your warrior two. So this is where you might need your brick again. So grab your brick coming into your half moon. If you've got a brick and you can use it, it might help you find a little bit of balance. If you don't have the brick, don't worry. Bending into your left leg, pressing down through the left foot, lifting the right leg up, and then starting to lower that left arm towards the ground, either touching the ground or just hovering. Power through the back leg as well as the standing leg. Then starting to reach your right arm down, left arm reaches up, and you've come into your twisted half moon pose. So again, the hand can be on the ground or brick, or it can be hovering if you want to build more strength through the core and legs. Keep your breath smooth. The breathing is the most important part. That's what helps to change our response to stress. Bringing the body all the way back up and back, landing it back into your warrior two. Inhale, lengthen left leg, turn left toes in. Exhale, turn right toes out, lunge into the right leg. Take a deep breath. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame the right foot. Inhale, the right arm lifts. And exhale, take right hand down. Use core to step right foot either back to plank or three-legged plank. Take it through your chaturanga or knees and chest. Remember, modifying is good if you start to feel any pain or too much shortness of breath or fatigue. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release. Inhale, the left heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Really focus on the breath moving your body. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, use core to step left foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. And we're holding here for 3 breaths. So get yourself settled in. Keep the arms reaching up, energy through fingertips, but energy pressing down to the earth as well. Energy through core, lifting you up and keeping you supported and strong. Another breath in. And as you exhale, rotate to the left side, keeping your core active. Left arm really reaching back, 3 breaths. Can you relax your jaw a little bit more? Can you draw your inner thighs together a little bit more? Can you lengthen the lower back? Can you draw into the right glutes, keeping that right hip pointing forwards? From here, left hand goes onto back of right thigh. The inhale lifts the right arm up into your twisted reverse warrior. Let your right shoulder soften, but keep energy through right fingertips. Belly wants to drop out now, so really try to keep it lifted and drawing up. Another deep breath in. And as you exhale, unravel out into your warrior two. Holding here for 3 breaths. Make your warrior two really mindful. It's a simple pose but can be so complex if you feel into every single part of the body, you can really make it strong. Next, inhale, lengthen your left leg. And as you exhale, turn your left toes in, take your hands onto your hips. Take a deep breath in to lift the heart and chest high. And as you exhale, fold your body forwards, taking the hands down towards the ground. Now if you've got a headstand practice here, feel free to go into your headstand. If you're just having a little stretch here, you can start to take your hands behind the backs of your ankles. Another breath in to lengthen, and exhale to fold, drawing your weight a little bit further towards the balls of your feet, further forwards, so finding that stretch into the backs of the legs. Lovely, guys. If you're still playing in your headstand, feel free to stay playing. And when you're ready, we'll all take a breath in, lengthening through the spine. Then exhale, bend into your right knee, walk your hands over to frame your right foot. Good. So from here, taking the right arm up, finding that twist again. Then coming onto the blade of both feet, toes point towards the right side. Press your left hand down. Use your core to see if you can step that right foot back to join the left in a side plank. Again, left knee can come to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand to the floor, then bend your right arm, right forearm to the ground. Turn onto the outside of your right foot. Left arm lifts up for your forearm side plank. Keep your hips lifted, don't let them drop down. Keep engaging through the core, through the obliques. Then exhale, take your left hand down. Left elbow to the ground, you're in a forearm plank. And then you're going to walk your feet up towards your elbows. Keep breathing. And if you've got some energy left, left leg lifts up this time. And you're having a little play around. Maybe taking a few little hops to get that left leg lifted. One more breath. And then slowly lowering it back down. Coming to rest in your child's pose, or in your puppy dog pose, or you might even just want to come to seated, sitting back on the heels and feeling the sensations of your body. Connecting back to a deep breath, maybe taking the hands on the belly and feeling the belly move as you breathe. Perhaps one hand on belly and left hand on chest. Coming back to your tabletop, finding your way back very slowly, tucking your toes, hovering your knees a couple of inches away from the ground, lifting the hips up, coming back into your down dog. Just another little burst of energy before we come down to the ground, looking forward towards the fingertips, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold the body forwards. First two fingers hook around the big toes and inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. We've got 5 breaths here now, so if you're playing with any other arm balance and you want to have a little go now that you're really warm, have a little practice. You might even want to go into a side crow now that you've got that twisty sensation. Hovering just a little, maybe starting to extend the legs. Having a go at the other side. Taking your time to practice if you went there. You should feel strong in the wrists now and strong through the core. If you're still here, breathing here for another few breaths. And if you're playing in your arm balances, coming back to join us, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bend the knees. Swoop the arms up into your chair pose. The exhale brings the hands to heart center. The inhale brings right knee over the left. Coming back into your eagle legs, either one single wrap or a double wrap with the toes. Inner thighs draw together. Take an inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to rotate to the right side. Keep your hip bones pointing forwards. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, take a rotation to the left side. Both hip bones again pointing forwards. Inhale, the arms lift up as the right knee comes in. Exhale, send it back into your warrior three. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, plant your right foot to the back of the mat, hands come to the floor. Use your core to step your left foot back into plank. From here, right hand comes to the middle of the mat. Side plank on the right side, so lifting the left arm up towards the ceiling. From here, lifting your left foot up, then taking your left foot to the front of your right knee, and then you're taking that left foot to the ground. So it's, if you have a little look, it will look like this. And then you're going to lower your hips to the floor, and you're going to land facing the back of the mat. So you'll land with the right leg long, left knee, left leg over the right. And we're going to come into a twist. So right arm across left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to rotate. If you've got the bind here and you want to go for the bind, take the left arm away from the floor. Wrap the left arm around the back. Then maybe take the right arm underneath the left leg. Maybe take hold of the hands. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, rotate. Keep that right leg switched on so the right foot stays flexed. One more breath in. As you exhale, we're going to unravel. Take the left heel towards the right bum cheek. So you want to feel like your knees are going to be one on top of the other. They might not go all the way, but that's the general direction. Don't force anything. Keep your right foot flexed so you're still activating the right knee, so there's not too much pressure there. As you inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, you're just going to start to walk the hands forwards. So this might be quite an intense stretch already. So the walking forwards might be very minimal. You might be all the way down. Just go to as far as feels comfortable for you to start to feel a stretch into the back of the right leg. You might even feel it in the outer right hip a little. Another deep breath in and exhale. We're going to walk the hands back. Walk your hands over towards the right side and then towards the front of your mat. You're going to turn your body, keep your feet where they are to face the front of the mat. Then your left knee is going to come to the inside of the left wrist for a pigeon pose. Send the right toes back, let the pelvis melt down. Fingertips come to the floor to give yourself a little bit more height. Inhale to lift the heart and chest. And exhale to fold the body forwards. If you like this variation of pigeon pose, stay where you are. If you need a different variation, drop onto your left hip. Bend up both knees. So you've got two right angles and fold forwards at any direction. The different directions will find different areas of muscles to stretch. And different hip structures, find it nice to stretch into different places. We're all different, so you choose which is best for you. The other option is to come to lie on your back, left ankle cross right thigh, and then bring the right thigh close. So either way, just getting your stretch out into the outer left hip. I'll stop talking for another couple of breaths for you to rest here. Walking the hands back up, tucking the back toes, lengthening the back leg. Scooping the left knee in towards the chest, lifting the left heel high into three-legged dog. Exhale, use your core to step left foot in between the hands, right foot joins at the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, bend the knees, swoop the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, left knee wraps over the right. Maybe it's a double wrap. Eagle legs, squeeze the thighs together, protect your knees. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, rotate to the left side. Use your core. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, rotate to the right side. Keep that right hip looking forwards. Inhale, lift the arms up, unravel the legs. Left knee comes into chest. Exhale, send left leg back into warrior three. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, land your left foot to the back of the mat. Hands come to the floor. Use your core to step your right foot back into plank. Left hand comes to the middle of the mat. Come onto the outside of your left foot. Reach your right arm up for your side plank. Then you're going to lift your right foot away from the left. Bend up your right knee. Right foot comes to the front of your left knee and then it goes all the way down to the floor. Then you're going to lower your hips with control down to the earth and then you're facing the back of the mat. Left arm comes across right leg, right fingertips to floor behind. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, rotate. Keep your left leg active, so left toes flexed, strong in the left knee, core switched on, even though you're using that as a little bit of a guide to help more rotation through the spine. Lifting the right arm away from the floor if you're going for the bind, making sure the spine doesn't slump. If your spine slumps, keep the arm there to keep the spine long. Then left arm wraps over the right leg, feed it through. Maybe take hold of the hands. Don't worry if it's not there. Again, we're not forcing anything. And keep your breath smooth and steady. Another breath in. And exhale to unravel. Bringing your right heel towards your left, outer left hip. Right knee on top of left knee, flexing left foot and starting to walk your hands forwards. And again, it might not be a very far movement. Last breath. Inhale to bring the body back up. Walk your hands over towards the left side, then towards the front of your mat. Keeping the feet where they are, twizzle around to face the front. Then right knee to the inside of right wrist for a pigeon pose. Right shin to the floor, left toes slide back. Fingertips come to the ground to give yourself a little bit more height. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forwards. And remember, you can come into any variation that we went through before. As you inhale, walk the hands back. Tuck your back toes, lengthen your back leg. Right leg lifts all the way up into three-legged dog. And exhale, step your right foot in between the hands. Left foot joins to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, just let your torso dangle heavy over the thighs, sway on your body from side to side. If you want another vinyasa flow, feel free to take one, or you might want to go into crow pose again and take a little jump back. If you're done, either taking the hands to the floor, bending the knees and lowering yourself down, or you can start to have a little play around with the core. Reach your hands all the way forwards, use your core to round through the spine, and then see if you can use your core to start to take your hips to the ground without a big clunk. If you need to use your hands to bring you down. If you're going down through your core, keep your hands reaching forward, scoop the belly in, and then bring yourself all the way down into a boat pose. And if you did a little vinyasa flow, jump yourself forwards, bring yourself down into this pose, come join us. Ankles reaching together, knees drawing together. Maybe you're nice and warm now, you can have a little go at lengthening the legs. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, you're crossing the legs over, we're taking the hands out in front, and we're stepping back and lowering down to our belly. And we're going to end with a Sphinx pose. So you're going to take the elbows underneath the shoulders. If you want something a little bit stronger, a little bit deeper, you can lengthen the arms. And you're going to relax the belly, relax the muscles. If you feel like there's any pinching in your lower back, take your feet quite a bit wider, maybe about as wide as your mat. You can either let your head face forwards, or you can let your head drop down. And we're coming now into our final pose, our yin pose. Perhaps now closing down the eyes. Enjoying these last few moments to fully relax the muscles at the front body, to relax the muscles around the spine, to relax the muscles at the sides of your torso, and relax the jaw. No tension needed there. Follow another 2 breaths. Bring yourself down onto your front, take your hands underneath your forehead. And then in your own time, roll yourself onto your back to come into your Shavasana. Once you're in your Shavasana, let a deep breath in. And a slow sigh out. Connect now to any tingling in your body. Connect to the weight of your body as you rest. And scanning the body from head to toes and to fingertips. As you scan the body, relax the muscles, feel the bones become heavier. And notice any areas in the body that feel particularly comfortable or feel tight, and soften around those areas. I'll leave you here for a few moments. follow a breath in and follow the breath out. Notice where the spark sits in your body and feel that spark having been reignited. Feeling that warmth spread through from the core to the rest of your body. Giving you energy and filling your body up with power. In your own time, just let the head drop from side to side. Feeling the back of the head roll against the mat. And bend up the knees, plant the soles of the feet to the floor and just let your knees sway from side to side. You might even let the head sway in the opposite direction to your knees, getting that full rotation through the spine as you twist. And then when you're ready, rolling yourself over onto one side, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat and have the eyes closed. Checking back in with your body again. And thanking yourself here for taking the time out to practice. For taking the time out to feel strong and powerful, but also soft and perhaps vulnerable. And thanking the spark for reigniting and allowing a little bit more energy to flood back through your body. Give yourself a little virtual high five, a virtual pat on the back. Thank your body and your mind for taking you through this practice, bringing your hands to your heart center now and feeling your palms touch together. Let your thumbs lift to the third eye, the space just in between your eyebrows. Let the chin bow down towards the chest. Thank you everyone. Have a lovely evening. If you haven't already, please subscribe. There's a link just down below and support all our videos with me and lots of the other teachers. There's lots of variety for everyone. Thank you everyone. Have a lovely evening. Bye.